welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is a very exciting one as it's a collaboration video with Jessica from This Kiwi. I will link her channel down below. All the details are down there for you to go subscribe to her and give her all the love. Maybe watch her last video or watch her video that she's doing with me, which is what I'm doing here today. Read the Beats. I have been asked to do Read the Beats by Jessica. How lovely is that? I'm so excited. I watched her do this with Nicole and a few other peoples and I loved it. It's such a great idea. 3 songs for the other person and then they have to choose some books that go with those songs. And I gave Jessica my 3, so you have to go over to her video to watch what 3 songs I gave her, and I'm so excited to see what book she's started reading for them. And yeah, today I'm gonna see what she's picked for me. I'm very excited about it, and yeah, let's get into it. I won't show her, but I'm gonna watch it on my iPad here and you'll be able to hear her and we'll see what she picks for me. I'm very excited.
Hello Brooklyn, thank you so much for being a part of Read the Beats. This is going to be Read the Beats episode 5 and I am so excited that you are on board. We're going to get straight into your songs. One of them is like quite close to me. The other 2 are just kind of like there to be fun and poppy. One of them is going to be a bit controversial. So yeah, it could be fun and interesting to see what you pick for these songs. The first song I'm giving you is Snoopy's Christmas, and I think that's by the Royal Guardsmen. And I mean, it's Christmas, it's December,
Very
it's Christmas.
Nice.
You get it. It works out. Now, I'm not much of a Christmas person, I'm not much of a Christmas music person, but Snoopy's Christmas is the one song that I can listen to that is okay and that I can actually deal with. Now, your next song.
I love that. I love that you don't really like Christmas songs because same. I only like one Christmas song. But this works out really well because I've got a few Christmas books that I want to read this month and I can do that now because of you. You've given me the opportunity. I have Nightmare Before Christmas. My Next Door Neighbor Stole Christmas. Is that what it's called? What else do I have? I have like a few Christmas books. Where are they? I don't know where they are. We'll find them. Yeah, okay. That's a good one to think about. I will definitely go with the Christmas vibes for that song. Yeah, very nice. I like it. And I haven't listened to it yet, so I'm excited to listen to it after this. Okay, let's keep going.
Could be a bit controversial. Some people may like it, some people may not like it, but even if you don't like it, that can open up some book options for you as well. This is one of Robbie Williams' more modern songs. I haven't heard him doing anything after this. And I just want to say that Robbie Williams came to New Zealand to do a concert in the Sneaky last year, or was it this year? Anyway, he came to do a concert, I think it was in Hawke's Bay. Just one concert.
So sneaky.
And it was not advertised. I didn't know about it until the day.
Why?
And I was so pissed off. Because I really like Robbie Williams. He's had some really great bangers.
Mm-hmm.
He's had some songs that have caused some controversy. This one could be one of them, and that is Party Like a Russian.
Ooh.
Now, there's nothing amazingly special about this
I
song.
have heard this song.
I love the vibes and I love the chorus and like the deepness of like the background. It's very much a vibe song. You've got lyrics obviously, but yeah, for me that song is all about the vibes. This could be really interesting to see what you pick.
I really, really like that. I like how it's like a little bit controversial. It could be offensive to Russians. Hopefully it's not. I have heard that song a really long time ago and thought it was fun. I do like some Russian like music, like with Russian, I don't know. I just like love Rasputin. I don't love him, but I love the song Rasputin and that kind of like takes the mickey out of, you know, Russian history. So, you know, you can see the funny side in it. It's all good. Okay, that's an interesting one. I don't really know what way I want to go about this. I don't know if I should go about it a controversial book or a funny book, or I could do vibes, like the vibes are up. I don't know. I have to think about that one too. Okay, this is giving me a lot to think about. I didn't think it would be this hard. I thought, yeah, okay, I'd hear the song and then I would know what to pick. I mean, I haven't listened to the song yet today, so maybe that will give me the answer I need after this. Let's hear the third one.
For this, it's probably the most challenging one on this list. You could go for something that's like a Russian author.
That's true. I don't think I have anything
something
like that.
Like if you feel uncomfortable by the song, you could go for an uncomfortable read.
Yes.
There's options there.
Oh.
So that is your second song. Now your third song. This one is quite important to me. It really sticks out to me. That is Dance With Your Father by Solemio. And I've chosen the Solemio version of this because it's from a New Zealand group, and it's the one that
I've not heard this song before.
Really hits me right here. Now, 15 years ago in December, I lost my father to, and that was quite hard. He was alcoholic, and he was also a manic depressive, and he ultimately lost his battle. It's not a subject that is often talked about. I think we could talk about this subject more often, but it is a really uncomfortable subject. Both the mental health and like the actual situation itself. But this one really sings to me. It's obviously about somebody else who has lost their father, different circumstances, but them just wanting their father back, really. And I think the boys do a really beautiful job of doing a cover of that song. It was originally written by Luther Vandross, and that was really good as well. But this is just the version that speaks to me, and it's a New Zealand group, so there's that as well. So those are your three songs.
Lovely. I am so honoured that you gave me that song, as it means a lot to you, and I'm so glad that you have that song as well that you connect to on that deep level, because that's like what music is kind of there for us. It like speaks to us in a different type of way than other things do, like books do, and it's just like another element of connection that we can have with people that we may have lost, that we might not talk to anymore, like so many different things. It like connects us with so many different connects us in so many different ways. So I'm really glad that you have that song and you feel that connection. And I've never heard of it before, and I'm really glad that you gave me like a New Zealand group as well, because I love that connection to your culture, your country. So that is lovely, and I'm really glad that you gave me that one. I'm gonna go listen to these songs now, and I will come back to you guys and let you know what I have picked. Robin Williams still got it. Oh my god. Okay. So what I've picked here, I feel like I kind of went rogue. Like, I don't know. These are just the things that I thought of. So I don't know if this is how you're supposed to read the beats, but this is what I've done. So it's all good. So for Snoopy's Christmas, like I said before, I am going to read The Nightmare Before Christmas. This has been something that everyone has been absolutely obsessed with lately. So December read, I was going to read this anyway. So this works out really, really well. And yeah, like I feel like I don't love Christmas books that much. So it kind of ties in with you, Jessica, not enjoying that many Christmas movies, but Christmas songs, but you can enjoy Snoopy's. So maybe this is the Christmas book that wins me over. Not sure. But yeah, I'm excited to do this. It's kind of like a mix between Christmas and Halloween. As you can see in the cover, it's like The Nightmare Before Christmas. So maybe a parody for The Nightmare Before Christmas. But I'm really interested to see. It's kind of giving Red, White and Royal Blue, where they're the princes of two different kingdoms, Christmas and Halloween. And they obviously are having some feelings for each other. So I'm interested to see how this one goes. But that is the first one. For Party Like a Russian, I'm going purely based on vibes, really. I wanted to pick a book that would make me feel good, and because I don't know, that book just made me like ready to dance. And books that make me ready to go, I don't know why, immediately thought of Lore Olympus. Like, these books just like are my vibe. I love them. Everything about them. I'm just like flicking through the pages. Like, that song made me feel like it was really fast. And when I'm reading Lore Olympus, I'm just flicking through those pages so quickly. So I have volume 7 to read. So I'm going to read that for Party Like a Russian. And even though this is Greek mythology, it still kind of gives that like back like to the Tsars and just like the monarchy and how they like had it all and everything. Well, they thought they had it all. Yeah. And it kind of like goes badly. And I guess that's similar to Greek mythology. Like, Zeus thinks he's got it all figured out, but he don't. So that just made me think of that. So I'm going to read this for Party Like a Russian. Yes. For Dance with My Father, that song is absolutely beautiful. Thank you for introducing me to that. It really gave me a lot of feelings. Like, I sometimes have a tough relationship with my own dad. And yeah, it just like puts things into perspective for you. And I thought of Rebel Blue Ranch. This series, the dad of the people it follows, still around. However, his relationship is so special with his kids. And I think when I read the first book, Done and Dusted, it really reminded me how special like a father-daughter relationship really is. And in this one that I'm up to, Lost and Lassoed, he is a single dad to a daughter. Not a single dad, like co-parents, but kind of a single dad. It'd be a really good one to read because I've already got a really strong connection with the father figure in this series, and he's lost his wife, so he's very reflective on everything, and I've got quite emotional a few times in these books. So yeah, I thought this would be a really good one to read, and yeah, I really love that song. Thank you, Jessica, for introducing that to me. So this is my little TBR for this vlog. 3 books. Can we do it? I don't know. I'm scared, but we've got this. We have got this. I'm really excited to read all of these books. They're all on my TBR, which is great. I'm glad that I thought of books that were on my TBR because I was worried that I was just going to go completely rogue and then have to buy 3 books because that's often what I do to myself. But, you know, we're good. And they're quite short as well, which is good because otherwise I'd be struggling. So yes, that is what I'm going to be doing. I shall update you once I get started. Hello. So I have been reading The Nightmare Before Christmas and I'm really enjoying it. It's really fun. It's not like I expected at all. Like, it really is giving red, white and royal blue. I am loving the Christmassy vibes and the fact that there's kind of this struggle amongst the kingdom, I guess, about like how real everything is and if it's just for publicity. And his dad is basically Santa. Well, he is Santa. And he's just expected to kind of follow in his footsteps, but he doesn't agree with the methods and the ways that he's going about things nowadays. And there's like a big, massive conversation going on about how Christmas is more about like things instead of like joy. So like the plastic toys and all of that instead of like what Christmas should be about, which is like just, you know, Christmas cheer, Christmas joy, enjoying each other's company, the food, the laughter, like family and friends. And I'm really liking that conversation because it's so true and I really feel that as well, especially this year as trying to be a bit more mindful about spending. And like when you reflect on that kind of thing, it is true that we don't need all this stuff and Christmas is fun without it, no matter what. Like, you are in the company of other people, and yes, it's nice to give and receive gifts, but you don't have to go above and beyond for that to mean something to everyone. And yeah, I really am liking that. I'm loving the little situation that's going on between these two. Basically, there's like an arranged marriage with who is the Christmas prince and the Easter princess, and they're trying to like align them and make like those two to be like in cahoots, and they're like best friends, and actually his brother is in love with her, so he doesn't like her in that way whatsoever, and she doesn't either. Enjoying the conversations between them and the fact that like there's just like a little bit of angst between the brother and her. But then we have Hex, who is the Prince of Halloween, and he's kind of included just for publicity. Like Christmas does not want them to marry into Easter or anything, but it's kind of like a competition, with Christmas and Easter both knowing that it's not going to end up that way and that they're just there to look good. But behind the scenes, Hex and Cole have already met each other and already have like a little bit of angst going on. And I'm just like loving their relationship. If anything, like it's more, it's not like, because I really enjoy books that are, I don't know, that relationships that are you're a little bit hard to get and like you don't want to admit your feelings. But these two very early on did admit their feelings to each other, and that's lovely and it's really nice, and I really like the vibe of the book. But at the same time, it's like, what else is there to give? Like obviously they're going to end up together, well, hopefully. Like there's going to be like a little third act thing happen, and then what? Like obviously they're not supposed to be together, so that's a big challenge for them. But yeah, just to be like already halfway through and they're already like happy with each other, it's just like, what's the point? But that's fine. I am still enjoying it. I'm loving the Christmassy vibes and like the little bit of Halloween that's shining through, and the fact that Hex is bringing Halloween but making a little bit more Christmassy. Like that is so cute. Like I think he did like jack-o'-lanterns or something, maybe like pumpkins with Santa hats on as like his tie or his suit or something. Maybe he's wearing it in this. Yeah, jack-o'-lantern tie with Santa hats on. How cute is that? But I'm currently halfway through, so I will hopefully finish that today because it's quite quick to read. And I love like the text message chain between Chris, Iris and Cole. It's so cute and funny, and like Cole's sense of humor is really good, and I love that. He's giving me like Dan Howe vibes. I don't know if that's just me, like Dan is not on fire. If anyone else can relate, then yeah, but definitely giving the Christmas vibes that I hoped it would. So I'm happy about that. But I'm going to start Lore Olympus Volume 7 as well soon because I'm just feeling that. And yeah, I need a little bit more of a forbidden romance as well. I'm just in my forbidden romance era, I think. But yes, I shall update you once I've finished this and maybe once I've started Lore Olympus. Hello, you joined me with a very messy background because my house is a disaster. But, oh, I knew that was going to happen. I finished The Nightmare Before Christmas and I really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it 4 stars. It wasn't quite 5-star feeling, but I still really had a good time, and it gave me all those Christmas vibes the same way that Snoopy's Christmas song did. And it definitely is up there with one of my favorite Christmas books. I just don't tend to read them around Christmas, so it was nice to actually get this in around Christmas time, which I am just happy that I got it in before Christmas. So yeah, I just had a great time. I loved the ending. I love the overall message of this book and how Christmas is more about, it shouldn't be about money, like it shouldn't be about making money, and how it's become like that, and just like about spending money and all of that stuff. So yeah, I really like that message, and I'm going to take that into my Christmas season as well. And yeah, it just reminded me a lot of Red, White and Royal Blue, if you've read that before. But I really liked it. I love the crossovers between Halloween and Christmas. That was something that you don't often see, and it was nice. So yeah, but now I am reading Lore Olympus volume 7, and I'm on, there's no page numbers, but I don't know, I'm this far through, so not too far, but it reads so quickly, and it's giving the vibes. It's giving the vibes that I wanted it to. It's like having a party, perhaps with Russians. So, well, with Greeks, I guess. So yeah, I don't know, I feel like I didn't choose the best book for this song, but I was just going purely based off vibes, and this is what it gives me, because the characters in this are just hilarious, and they, I don't know, there's just like a humor about it, and I really, really enjoy it. So yeah, I'm gonna continue reading that, and I will check in with you a little bit later. Hello, we are back in this spot. I don't know why, my phone just sits really well here, and even though Harry's here, it's a great spot. I just finished Lore Olympus volume 7, and I absolutely loved it. 5 freaking stars. It left on such a cliffhanger though, like I just want to read the rest, and it's like at a court case kind of thing now, so it's really interesting. And I felt like there was just like a lot of funny little things in this one, even though it tends to deal with some emotional things as well. But yeah, I just really enjoyed it. The art just hits every time, like, oh, just, it's beautiful. Like the colors are stunning, and just what they depict is incredible. And I really liked in this one, there was a lot of mental health representation, and we've got Persephone seeing a therapist as well. And yeah, I really enjoyed that and thought it was done really well. So yes, really, really enjoyed this one, and I'm glad that I read it. It definitely gave me the vibes I was after, the vibes that the song was giving me, because these Zeus in particular parties like a Russian, like he's on something else, you know. So yeah, I really enjoyed that, and I'm glad that I picked it up. But now I am reading Lost and Lassoed, and I'm on chapter 6, page 41, so a little bit in. It's not too long, so I'm hoping to get a lot of it done tonight, and then we shall finish it up tomorrow. But yeah, I'm excited for this one, and I actually forgot to go with the song Dance With My Father. This one, actually, I forgot the main female protagonist. She has a very close relationship with her dad, and her dad has kind of, he like lived the rock star lifestyle in the past, but now he's a bit older, and he's quite frail, he's quite sick as well, so their relationship is really special, and it's kind of really prominent, and it's been prominent in the last few books as well, how important he is to her and vice versa. So this one's kind of looking at, because he's got someone in his life now that's giving him a bit of care and being there when Teddy can't be there, and so it's kind of her stepping out, being a bit more independent. Like, she likes to be relied on, but she wants, like, due to circumstance, everyone else has kind of found someone that is taking up a bit more of their time. Like, her best friend's got a husband, her dad's got a partner, her job's kind of falling through at the moment, so she's kind of working out life without being relied on. So yeah, it's quite interesting seeing that dynamic, and it connects a lot more to the song than I originally thought when picking it up. So yeah, we've got like 2 different relationships with 2 different dads, and although they're both positive relationships, there is a more like emotional element in this one, as he has been sick, and obviously life is very fragile and you never know what's going to happen. So yeah, but I just thought I would mention that as it connected to the song quite a bit. I'm gonna go continue to read this one, and I shall see you after. Okay, I'm in bed, apologies, but chapter 12, this is exactly like almost like Heartless by Elsie Silver. But do I care about that? No, because that is one of my favorites. And yeah, this is also giving. She's going to be babysitting basically his daughter for the holidays, like helping him out for like 3 days a week and staying at the house. How good is that? And it's his sister's best friend, so that's the same as Heartless. Babysitter. They hate each other. There's like lots of tension. He doesn't really trust her, but he does. Yeah, so loving this. However, the difference is they have been in each other's lives and do have like a background and a little bit of a history, so that's the difference. And I guess, I don't know, I feel like it's very similar though, so that's like my only critique. But at the same time, I love that book and I'm loving this, but it's just like nothing new to me, which is not really what I wasn't expecting anything new anyway. But yeah, just wanted to say that whilst I remembered. I'm back in the same spot, in the same clothes, because I just finished this. I don't know why, I just decided to binge read and complete it in one day. Well, pretty much one day. I had read a little bit beforehand, but it was definitely that kind of book where you could just sit down and read the whole thing and absolutely love it. Like, it wasn't the best piece of literature I've ever read, but it was pretty good and it was very fun. The only thing that I want to say about this in kind of like a negative way is that it was a bit too much like Heartless by Elsie Silver. And obviously there's only so much you can do when you want to do like a single dad enemies to lovers kind of cowboy romance. Like, obviously it's going to be the same in those ways because they're the biggest tropes and like the best tropes you could possibly pick. But the characters were very similar, and yeah, I liked their background and their history bit. That kind of added a little bit of an element that we definitely didn't have in Heartless. I did enjoy this. I'm not sure what I want to rate it yet. Definitely between a 4 and a 5, just because I had such a great time. Definitely such a quick read. It's just one of those romances that didn't disappoint me, and I love this family so much. Like, the found family aspects of this are amazing. And yeah, this, like, the moments with the dads as well, like, I really want to mention that because it's why I picked this book up for this song. Really special, really special. And I liked how we had both dads, his dad and her dad, and then also him as a dad. So we had like lots of father figures. Like, I feel like in cowboy romance there's never any mother figures, which is quite odd. They've always either died, run away, or like, I don't know, they're like horrible. So yeah, I don't know why that is, but anyway, for this song it was perfect because we had lots of different representation of different types of relationships with dads and different types of connections with them as well. And it did show what like a beautiful relationship it can be, but also like the challenges of it. They hadn't lost their fathers, but I feel like this is highlighting the parts of the song where you want to cherish those moments, and they're really living for that, for those moments. Like, they're really living to enjoy the time that they do have with their fathers. I finished this. Thank you so much to Jessica for including me in this round of Read the Beats. I had such a great time, and in the future I do want to like read books based on songs because there's so many ways you could do it, so many different ways. Like, I feel people could be given the same songs and not choose the same books. Like, there's so many different books out there, of course, and everyone has a different reading taste. That would probably always happen, but it's so interesting that I gave you my songs. I had books in mind that I would pick for my songs, and maybe you did for me too, but I bet they're not what I picked because we have different reading tastes and different books on our TBRs and just different ideas of how you can pick the book to go with that. So yeah, it's a very interesting, very like fun little experiment, I guess. and I really enjoy that series. And if you guys want to watch what Jessica picked for me, please click the link in the description. Go over, subscribe to Jess because she is awesome. She does sprints as well, often before my ones on a Tuesday, which is lovely. And yeah, she's just lovely, so you should definitely go over and support her. And that is all for me. I hope you enjoyed this little reading vlog, and I will see you next time. Bye. Also, just want to mention that Harry was like a little Harry in my glasses before, and I was aware of that. I thought it was hilarious when I was editing this. I can't do it now. I can't quite. Oh, there he is. I thought that was so funny. I'm a child, but I just wanted to mention that. Anyway, bye.